started my private practice about 7 years ago, and previous to private practice I worked as a group home worker with children exclusively, primarily teenagers. It was during the time that I spent with them that I truly began to understand that counseling was something that I wanted to do, and I wanted to do this on a full-time basis. I started to take courses in adult psychology as I was working for the couple group homes that I was working with at that time. And my interest just really began to expand. I had finished my adult psychology diploma, and I was working on also a direct counseling skills diploma. And within about the first 3 months of being in private practice, there was a clinical hypnotherapist that was working, contracting within the town that I live in Huntsville. And I went to see her out of pure curiosity. I knew nothing about hypnosis. I was a little bit skeptical because traditional psychology doesn't spend a lot of time on hypnosis and doesn't necessarily feel that there's a lot of merit to it. And I had this out-of-body incredible experience, and I immediately thought to myself, this is an incredible modality, and how can it be used? How can it be added to my practice? Rather than some of the traditional mode of sitting with your therapist for 6 months, a year, 2 years. Some people spend a lifetime with a therapist, and they don't necessarily get large blocks of progress. They will work through their issues and things generally do improve, but not in a very dramatic fashion. And this is what hypnosis really does. When you have a therapist that is multi-trained, most therapists, whether they're clinical psychologists, clinical psychiatrists, life coaches on their own, they are limited somewhat to their field because that's what they're schooled in. And they may be absolutely fantastic within their niche. But I like using multiple modalities. It's interesting for me, and I think it's really interesting for my clients because they're not being pigeonholed. They're not in a situation where they're only receiving psychotherapy or they're only receiving hypnosis. It gives me a real ability to look within their issues and look within what is going to work. Is today going to be a hypnosis day, or is today going to be a counseling day? And what I've found and what I've been adapting more and more to is that this can be applied not just to my in-person clients, but it can also be applied to my long-distance clients. It's come to a point with many of my clients that their primary issues have been resolved. The first reasons that they came to me, whether that was heavy anxiety or depression or an addiction, that when we've tackled those initial primary issues that were causing the big problems in the beginning, we then transition into a life coaching model where they stay with me, not generally on a weekly level, perhaps on a bi-weekly level. Even some of them are only once a month. One of the things that I do within that life coaching model, and I also do it for my addictions clients, is they have unlimited access to me. They have unlimited email access to me. They have, obviously I can't be available to them 100% of the time because I do still have my in-person clients and there is scheduling, but I make myself available to them that in the same way that a friend would be available to them. They always know that their in-person sessions with me or their Skype sessions with me or phone, that those are scheduled, and they can rely on that relationship. I really do like my long-term clients. They're as much my friend as they are my client. We get very close.